Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to Yarning at the Homestead. And today I'm going to do a short little video, I don't know how long it'll be, about frogging. So I hope you want to stick around to see some of the things that I am definitely going to be frogging and taking off my very, very long list of whips. So hi, I am Tammy, otherwise known as Gracie's Goodies. I'm Gracie's Goodies here on the YouTubes and on Instagram, and I'm TammyG over on Ravelry. If you are a new viewer, welcome. I hope you see something that you like. Maybe check out some of the other videos, the previous videos. I will be doing a regular video next weekend, so I'm posting it up. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. And hopefully if you see something you like, you hit the thumbs up. You give me a subscribe if you don't already subscribe, and hopefully you'll come back again. So, as I said, today is Saturday. It is February 26th. 2 more days of February. I have not had a great week. We had a snowstorm come in yesterday, and the couple of days before I was in extreme pain. So much so that I ended up taking Thursday off. So yeah. It was pretty bad, but I am back. I am in ache now, as I say. It's not extreme pain, but I am in ache. And yeah, I just figured I would do a frogging video because I'm planning on frogging several projects. So what have I frogged already? The one thing that I talked about previously that I was going to frog, oh, and let me just tell you what I'm wearing. What I'm wearing is the Slopes sweater by Jessica Ostermiller. It was in a magazine, I can't remember which one, and the yarn is Bartlett Yarns 2-ply. And I made this in 2017. It is a non-superwash. It is super warm. It is cold here, and I really love it. You can see it has pilled. I need to get a de-pillar device. It has pilled somewhat, but I don't care. It gives it that like I'm good with the pilling. So yes, one of my favorite things to wear. Okay, so now on to what I won't be wearing because I'll be frogging it. I have already frogged and mentioned that I was going to frog let me look. I'm looking at my book. My Fire and Blood. Okay, so this was a cowl that I started in 2014. It was going to be a lacy shawl. It was inspired by Game of Thrones, yes. And I'm sorry, I don't remember who was doing the cowl. I'm not going to have those down. I'm just going to have the names. And you can see the colorway was an exclusive from Jimmy Dean's Wools, Lorna Laces, in the Fire and Blood colorway, which was, of course, a Daenerys colorway. I have already frogged it. So I have 2 full skeins of this colorway. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I already have a shawl that is a very similar colorway, although it has sparkle in it, from Hunger Games Girl on Fire. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this yarn. It is the Shepherd Sock. It's an 80-20, 430 yards per skein. So 2 more. It was in my Game of Thrones bag by Jessa Lou. Game of Thrones bag by Jessa Lou. I have already pulled out the needle and I've already pulled out the stitch marker. So now I just got to put the yarn back in my stash and put the bag back in my bag stash. I'm done with that. So then last night I was sitting around thinking about it and I decided to frog my Snow Day sock. So I did frog it, however I left the cuff. Ouch. Sorry. I did frog it, but I left the cuff. So here is the yarn. It is so pretty, this yarn. I really love this yarn. This yarn is by Pixie Yarns. There's a ball band. And it was the Snow Day sock set. So it's a 50 gram with a 20 gram mini. It is 75-25 4-ply. And as I said, it's by Pixie Yarns. So the mini is this color. So I did frog the sock. However, I kept the cuff because I really like the cuff. But the cuff, the pattern I was following, I was going with a theme, was also Snow Day. Let me pull it out. Here is the pattern. It is got multiple pages to it. You just find the first page. Sorry, here we go. Snow Day by Eva Romejin. She is in Switzerland, and again, sorry, this is not in color. I do not have a color printer at the moment. I have no printer, but and that is the sock. I really liked the sock. It's very lacy. However, because it is so lacy and it seemed to be taking up quite a lot of yarn, I wasn't sure if a 50-gram mini was going to get me through 2 socks. So I had that reservation first. Secondly, I started this sock in 2019, March 4th, 2019, and I had no idea where I was on it. None. I hadn't marked anything. I had no idea where I was on the sock. I do like the sock. I am going to make the sock again, but just not with this yarn. And at a time when I can sit and work through the repeats. I believe it's a 4-row repeat. But I really love the yarn. I may end up just doing a vanilla sock because the pattern calls, I usually cast on 56 stitches. I cast on 60 stitches on a size 0. And like I said, I kept the cuff because I'm gonna use the cuff again. So why take it off when I can just redo the cuff? I don't have to redo the cuff again. So I may just do 60 stitches on a 0 and then just do a vanilla sock. Yeah, I may just do that because this yarn is so pretty that I want to do that. So I was sitting here last night and I did that. I frogged that. What else am I planning on frogging? Let me show you another one that I actually frogged already. So I made my spouse a Jessica Jones cowl. I don't remember who the pattern is by. I will put everything down in the down bar. And she loves her Jessica Jones cowl. It is made out of, I believe, a silk blend. So I was going to make myself a Jessica Jones cowl. And I had the Debbie Bliss Baby Cashmerino, and I had 3 balls. I know there's possibly no cashmere in this. It's supposedly I have 12% cashmere, 33% microfiber, 55% merino wool. I know there's a whole thing. But I frogged this a while ago because it was the Jessica Jones cowl is, I'm going to sneeze, hold on. Excuse me. Now I'm all red. Purl one, knit one, purl one, knit one. I can't remember what that stitch is called. And it was taking forever, and I just frogged it. I said, nope, I'm not going to do this. I have now reclaimed. I have 3 balls. I have lots of baby knits I need to make, so I have 3 balls that I can make a baby sweater out of. I was using these needles, which I can't remember what the needles are. No, I don't have anything else in here because I just love the colors. I'm pretty sure these are size 7. And yeah, US size 7. It doesn't have the brand on here. And they're plastic, which I'm not a huge fan of plastic needles, but they're green. So that's why I got them. So yeah, I frogged this a while ago. So again, I'm going to reclaim the yarn, put the yarn back in my stash, put the needle back in my needle stash, and put the bag back in my bag stash. And I can't find who this bag is by. I believe this came in a kit, but it did come in a kit, but I don't remember the yarn it came with. And I don't remember the person who made it, and there is no tag for the maker. So I apologize. If I can find that, I will put it in the down. It's a really great bag, and I believe I have another bag by this person, but I'm not sure who they are right now. I will have to look. So that one also had been previously frogged. So then I pulled out. I was looking because if you were with me at the beginning, and I know you can barely see these because they're all it's in pencil, but at the beginning of the year, 1 page, 2 pages of knit whips, crochet whips. That's a lot. It's a lot. So my oldest whip is my Light and Shadows, which I'm going to continue going. I am just on, I've done, it's 3-section shawl, and it has a like a V section, and then you do like the left section and the right section. I've done one section already in stripes, and I just have to do the other section. And it's silk. It is can't remember the name of the company, but it is the company that my student models for. So I have a previous student who is modeling right now. She models for that yarn company. I can't remember what it is right now. That is my oldest, so I'm going to finish that one up. I am going to finish that up. And then I only have like 3 really old ones. One, Light Shadows from 2014, Swinging with Wrinkle, which is my Miss Wrinkle, which everybody's done, and that's from 2016. And then I have my Advent Calendar from 2018. And then it's 20 and on. There's like 4 projects from 2020, and then 5 projects, 6 projects, 7 projects. There's more projects from 2020. So what else am I frogging? I'm going to frog this. So this is going to be a blanket. Okay, and it is nice and squishy and all. And I do want something simple like this, garter stitch, but I think I'm gonna actually just frog it and do a simple fade up. This is part of a club I was in. Let me grab, do I have both of the? And it was a Roald Dahl inspired club by 2 yarn dyers, hand dyed by Kate. Can you see that? Hand dyed by Kate, and then Mother of Pearl. And they alternated each month whose skein you were going to get, and it's DK weight. So I thought about that too, because I've been adding to my DK stash, and so I don't know. I think though I'm still going to do a blanket for the top of my bed. I think I'm just going to do like a fade, some type of fade. I've been wanting to crochet something, crochet a blanket, which I don't think I'm going to do with this. I think I'm going to keep this as knit. But yes, so I'm going to frog that. This is a mitered square. I believe it's what that's called, a mitered square. I don't, have the pattern in here. I was following it online. It was like a 1-page simple pattern. It might have even been like one of those, dishcloth patterns. And that is just in my Lighting Glen bag, which we got pasture raised on the farm. So Lighting Glen is up in Massachusetts. Okay, so I'm going to frog that. Now my other big one I'm going to frog is this. This is a mess. I know it's the red's not going to play nice on the monitor. This is a mess. It's like a tutu. It is crocheted. This is a crocheted project. Tutu frilly mess. This is made out of Mission Falls 1824 cotton. And I bought all of this Mission Falls 1824 cotton in San Diego when I went to visit my uncle 10 years ago at least. And I was just making up the pattern, but it's just way too many ruffles here, and it's just, so yeah, I'm gonna frog this and reclaim all that cotton and do something better with it. Yeah, because I actually do like making ponchos, and I have quite a few ponchos. A lot of them are in acrylic yarn, but I just don't wear them. I don't, and I have a couple of beautiful ponchos that I bought. I bought one at Rhinebeck from a fair trade stall, and it's got blocks of color. I love it. And then I bought another one at a yarn store, actually, that shares, part of it is like a boutique, and another fair trade, and that one's just black, and I love it too, but again, I don't really wear them that much. So I'm going to frog this. It's just been sitting in a bag for years. I haven't touched it. I've got lots and lots of this yarn. I miss the wool. I loved Mission Falls 1824 wool. Oh my gosh, I loved it so much. I miss the wool. This is the cotton coming into summer. I'm sure I can make a top or something with this cotton. So it is, I can't find what it is, 84 grams, and it's just 100% cotton. And it's like bubbly kind of. I don't know if you can see the texture in it. I don't know what they call that. It's some kind of twist on it. And of course, I know cotton doesn't stretch, I know all of that. Or it stretches too much. Yeah, it stretches too much. And it is hard on my hands when I'm working with it, so I have to be careful. But I think it'll make a good summer top. So next thing to frog. I'm going to sit on my bed later and frog all these. What else am I frogging? And that poncho is not even on my whips list anywhere. All right, I'm going to frog this pair of socks. These are called the Espaliers. And this is how far I've gotten, and I think I've restarted it twice. And that's it. This yarn is from, I believe it's called Friday Studios, which is in Norway. And I had ordered a 3-month Hunger Games club. And this one is called the 75th Arena. And it's superwash merino, 80% cashmere, 10% nylon, 10%. I really like this yarn. I can't remember. I made something with one of her other yarns already, and I have one still that I haven't made anything with, and it's like a bright pink and green, and I believe it's called You Must Be from District 1. I really like her yarn, and I like this, and self-striping. So I will make something with these. It's just not now. The pattern itself, like I said, I'll put it down below, was I believe it was like a knit along or something. There was a bunch of patterns you got, and that was one of the patterns I got with it. But yeah, I'm going to be frogging that, reclaiming the needles, reclaiming my bag. My bag is a Doctor Who bag from Jessica Lou, and I lost my butterfly. So it's a Doctor Who bag, box bag from Jessica Lou. So I'll be reclaiming that, and I was working on that with DPNs. So reclaiming those needles. Okay, I have 2 more I'm going to be reclaiming. This is not it, but this is one of them I'm going to reclaim. This is supposedly the Hello Sunshine Socks by Tracie Millar. I believe that's what this one is. And that's as far as I got. Yep. So I'm going to be taking this off the list, and frogging it. That's it. This, the yarn itself is, I don't think I have the ball band in here. I do not have the ball band in here, and that makes me crazy when I don't have my ball bands. I have a bag of ball bands because I did a whole bunch of winding at one time and just threw all the ball bands in one of my yarn baskets, and now I have to match them up. That'll be frogged. There's not much to it. I'm going to be frogging another pair of socks. I thought that was that bag. It's not. I'll be frogging another pair of socks, which are a Patons pair. Now, I'm actually wearing my Patons Croy rag socks, the blue rag, which I absolutely love. They're one of my favorite socks, especially on a cold day. I can reach for them. They're a little bit thicker. I don't know if they're actually DK or not. But I had these like elastic Patons, and I think I'm not. They don't feel like they'd be very comfortable to wear. So I think I'm going to be frogging those and probably gifting the yarn away. So my last one that I have here with me is in this bag. And this is another bag that I made. Did I make this bag? I think I made this bag. No, I did not make this bag because I could tell because it's got a serge seam, and I don't do that on my bags. But again, it's just like a simple bag like I make. Pretty sure I did not make this bag. Anyway, there's no name on it anyway. I'm pretty sure I did not make this one. I am frogging another shawl, and this shawl is the Zomboni shawl. And the yarn is, that I'm going to frog is Farmer's Daughter Fibers in the colorway Foxy Lady. And this is 70% silk, 70% merino, 30% silk. Wouldn't it be nice if it was 70% silk? And oh, sorry, it's on the base Foxy Lady, and the color is Waylon and Willie. So I am going to be frogging this because this is as far as I've gotten, and I have so many other shawls that I need to finish. That's it. That's it. I do like the pattern. I do like the yarn, and at some point in the future, if I decide I'm gonna make it again, then I have it all. Or I might just decide to use the yarn for something else. Yes, maybe a top, maybe one Jessamai's. Is it Jessamay that makes the ripple bralette in those? I've been wanting to make one of those, and this is nice. So that's what I'm going to be frogging. How do you feel about frogging projects? Can you do it? Can you not do it? Normally I can't do it. Normally what I do is I just tend to put the project aside and just ignore it, and then I don't see it for years. But I decided that I have a shit ton of whips. They don't cause me stress or anything like that. I don't feel pressure to finish them. I'm not stressed about them. But I just decided, you know what, let's reclaim those needles. Let's reclaim some of that yarn. Let's reclaim those bags. And then if I do decide to recast on, they'll always be there. It'll always be there. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing for today. I'm going to be reclaiming some yarn, and I'll put in a picture at the end of all the yarn that I have reclaimed and all the needles and stitch markers and bags that I have reclaimed. And I will talk to you again next week. I plan on doing a video next weekend to be up, a regular video. This was just a short little, hey, this is what I'm doing right now video. And tell me what you're doing. How do you feel about frogging? Can you frog? Do you frog? Do you not frog? The poncho is going to be the biggest issue because it's going to be pieces. That yarn's going to be in pieces. Okay, and I got to go find those other socks that I'm going to frog. Oh, where they are. All right, I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now. So, good morning. So, I'm going to show you what I have reclaimed from frogging several projects. So here is the yarn that I have reclaimed. This, unfortunately, it's all, I said it was going to be in little balls, and I believe I was going to do a fringe on that poncho, so I cut out the fringe already. And I did find this is Cori Fiber Lello. I did not take this off because it's a cuff. I'm gonna use it again as a cuff. Now, one thing I didn't show yesterday was this, the fiber spats. This is fiber spats in inky. Hold on. Sorry. Fiber spats in bamboozle sock. So it's superwash merino, 20% bamboo in inky. And I am actually making a sock project out of that I've been making for a while. It's called Faces in the Wallpaper. It's a really cool pattern. I started it a long time ago. I got almost done with the first sock. I was almost to the heel, and then I stopped, and then when I picked it back up, I couldn't figure out where I was in the pattern, and then I restarted it again, but the cuff was wrong, so I am going to restart it again. Okay, and then I did not pull that apart yet because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the yarn, so I just haven't pulled it apart yet. But I am going to change up what I'm doing with that. And then this project over here I didn't talk about. This project was a long-term project. It is made out of Caron Simply Soft Shadows, and the yellow is just a regular Caron Simply Soft in yellow. It was going to be like a tunic type thing, but I've gained weight, so it will no longer fit me. They're really not my colors, although I think it's pretty, it's just not my colors. So I'm actually going to make something for my spouse. She saw the yarn yesterday. She does not really like wool. Even when it's really soft, she thinks it's itchy. So acrylic is the way to go. So she's going to get a sweater. We're going to pick out a sweater pattern. So I'm going to rip that apart. I have 4 more full balls of this, and if I have to pick up any more Caron Simply Soft, I will just go pick up some more skeins of Caron Simply Soft. So there are a couple of crochet hooks right there for that project, and then I have the knitting needle still over there for that project. So here are the knitting needle, the needles and tools that I reclaimed. So I have a Haya 0, a Carbons 16 number 5. I'm not sure what size this one is. 4, I think. I'm pretty sure this is a 7. I got some DPN sets of DPNs reclaimed, another crochet hook. These are the ends you stick on the DPN so they don't come apart, and some stitch markers that I reclaimed, and then these are all the bags. I did fix this one. The butterfly was inside the bag, so I fixed that last night. So I reclaimed all these bags. This bag is probably going to go back with that because that's what it was in. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags and a basket that I have reclaimed. So yeah, those are all my frogged projects, or to be frogged projects. I hope you enjoyed this little walk down the frog pond.